Okay, great. Thank you. Hi, I'm Karen Benardello. I'm from Cinema Daily US. How are you both doing?
Good, how are
Good,
you?
how are you?
Good, thanks. Well, thank you both for taking the time to speak with me. I appreciate it. Okay, so I wanted to get started asking about season three, your character's relationship moving forward, going from season two. How did their relationship really evolve and develop throughout this new season? Is there any information or details that you can discuss about like their growing romance in this season coming up?
Yeah, it feels like it's really uncharted territory. So we're kind of like stumbling around in the dark a little bit, both uh metaphorically and literally, I think, a little bit. Um, and it's really fun. Like it's cool to see something at like in its infancy and how it builds and grows and yeah, how they're able to make that connection together.
And they're just different with each other. I think it's just a really different kind of relationship, not just because they're two women, but just the way that they treat each other. It's really different than what we see on the show, and I think it was really fun to just add a different like flavor, texture to the messy world of Tell Me Lies. So, yeah.
And going forward, throughout the third season, how does your growing relationship with each other really maybe influence or maybe alter the way that you interact with the college group in the new 2015 timeline, especially with like Steven and Lucy? How do the dynamics change between the characters on screen as well?
I think for Diana, like if it hadn't been for Pippa, like I never would have spoken to or seen these people ever again. I think that like she had
Sorry.
already, yeah, she had like, especially like in the 2015 timeline, like I would not have been at that wedding unless I was Pippa's date, you know?
And Sonia, for you as well, how do you think that Pippa really changed and kind of really evolved with the rest of the friend group from college and the new timeline as well?
From college to the wedding era. Yeah,
Yes.
I
Mhm.
think she's obviously stayed like really tethered to these people, but I think you can feel a distance. She's obviously not sharing everything in her life because like they don't know that she's with Diana until like halfway
Mhm.
through all the wedding stuff. And that to me just shows that like obviously there's like some deep love obsession, who knows what it is that's tying her to these people, but she's also like learning how to stand on her own more and not be so dependent on them for everything.
During the first two seasons, I felt like Diana was really like strong and independent and felt like she was always like wanted to be in control. During season three, is that something that Alicia you felt was like similar, or is she kind of like giving up some of that control? How did she really change throughout the season?
Yeah, I think that there are things that happen in season three that really throw her. Things that like she never expected to happen that like depending on the choices that she makes can like alter the trajectory of her entire life. Um, and yeah, have it like seeing her deal with that and how it affects her relationships. I think is really interesting. And it's a little bit scary about how like there's such a fine line between like going down one path in your life versus the other.
And so, yeah, throughout the series, I also felt like your character, Pippa, was really like bases her emotions on the other characters. And during season three, do you feel like she wants to just kind of maybe reclaim her own emotions, or does she still feel like attached to everyone else? How do you feel like maybe she's changed and stayed the same as well?
Yeah, I think of Pippa as someone who doesn't really think of herself as a person, even though she's got such a personality and she's like trying to be
Mhm.
like that girl. Um, she's also constantly looking to everyone else for like what to say and what to do and what is cool and like was that awesome and I don't know. And so that just takes a lot of effort. And I think by the time we get to season three, she just doesn't have the capacity to do that anymore. And so she starts growing in like a really different way because she has to. Or we just, I don't even know if it's growth. I mean, I think it's growth. It's just kind of happening, you know?
Yeah, during the season, Alicia, do you also feel that Diana's kind of being more emotional and evolving her emotions as well and becoming like more independent from the group? How do you feel like your character is really changing in this new relationship as well?
Yeah, I think that she's like a little bit more all over the place. I think that she had like a very clear goal and like plan. And at the end of season two, that kind of all unravels and continues to unravel in season three. And so I think you see her like trying to figure it out in a way that you haven't necessarily before. And also like having Pippa to lean on and also but also like not not accepting that support in the way that like maybe she should. Um, yeah, and struggling a bit.
Yeah. Mhm. And Sonia, also with your character Pippa, how do you feel like she's approaching her new relationship with Diana? And do you think she's really embracing becoming more independent through the new dynamic as well?
Yeah, I think she's just so lost in how like good it feels and like the relief of it. Um, and doing whatever she can to like continue that that feeling. Because it's so needed and so unexpected and like exciting for her. Yeah.
Throughout this third season, what is both of your relationships like with the rest of the cast and coming back and working together again and reuniting? How have the relationships really evolved throughout this new season as well with the rest of the actors?
I think it's just like deepened, you know, we're all really close friends and it feels like coming home in a way. It feels really easy and comfortable. Yeah, I think we're really lucky.
Yeah, we're very, very lucky. A lot of us live in Los Angeles. Alicia so far in New York, and we hang out a lot. Spend a lot of time
Yeah.
together.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's been super lucky and like, yeah, I mean, a lot of these relationships have really changed my life. So,
Mhm.
yeah,
Well, thank you both again for taking the time to speak with me. I appreciate it.
you too.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Thanks again. Bye.
Bye.